Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Takayama. I'm Donald's nephew, the crazy one. Lawrence's youngest son. Uncle Donald and I had quite a relationship. My mom always used to say, I could have swore that you should have been Donald's son because we're both quite goofy. And I'm going to start this thing off kind of untraditionally, but I was debating on doing it, but I hear Donald behind me going, "Go, Michael, just say it, just say it." But I'm going to start this off with his favorite joke. Donald had quite a sense of humor, and for the longest time he used the saying from Mork and Mindy, "Nanu, Nanu." If all of you who knew him, everywhere he went, "Nanu, Nanu, Nanu." So one day we were at Kaizen restaurant eating, and every time I'd see him, he'd say, "Michael, Michael, you got a new one? You got a new one?" I'm like, yeah. I made sure I had a good joke. So here goes. I said, "Yeah, Uncle, well, this guy, he's an average hunter and fisherman. He's on this lake out in Kentucky, and he's got a bow full of ducks, the boat. So the ranger comes pulling up and says, 'Boy, you got yourself a Kentucky game and fishing license?' The guy checks his vest, says, 'Hang on, sir.' Checks his vest, pulls one out, says, 'Here you go.' Ranger looks at it, scratches his head, right? Says, 'Boy, I want to see that big duck on the bow of the boat.' So the guy says, 'Hang on, sir,' grabs it, hands it to the ranger. Well, the ranger takes his fingers, sticks it up the duck's butt, and smells it. Says, 'Boy, I got you now. This here is a Louisiana duck. You got yourself a Louisiana game and fishing license?' Guy says, 'Hang on, sir.' Checks his vest, pulls one out, says, 'Yes, sir, I do.' Ranger looks at it, says, 'Okay, well, let me see the little duck over yonder with the red collar.' This guy says, 'Hang on, sir.' Hands the ranger the duck. Ranger takes his fingers, sticks it up the duck's butt, smells it, says, 'Boy, I got you now. This here's a Mississippi duck. You got a Mississippi game and fishing license?' The guy says, 'Hang on now, hang on.' Checks his vest, pulls it out, hands it to the ranger. Ranger looks at him, dumbfounded, says, 'Well, boy, everything seems to check out here.' He says, 'Where are you from anyways?' The guy pulls his pants down, sticks his fingers in his butt, pulls it out, says, 'I don't know, you tell me.'" So I told this to Donald. I told this joke to Donald as rice began to shoot out of his nose. He thought that was the greatest thing in the world, right? So this joke went from his trademark "Nanu, Nanu," after the big hugs, after we'd surf, eat, anywhere we went, give him a hug, "I'll see you tomorrow, I'll see you next week, Uncle." He'd get in his car, and as he's leaving, he'd roll his window down, and you'd see two fingers sticking up. You tell me, you tell me. So that was Donald's sense of humor, you know. I loved him dearly for that. And that joke made it all the way from Oceanside, California to Australia. And I think the Australians changed it to billabongs and kangaroos, right? But it did make it there. So other than that, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Everybody helped support this, all the surf clubs. I see the PB guys and everybody else who's affiliated with this. Recently, my son and I got involved in the Oceanside Longboard Club once again. And before Donald passed, he was so stoked that we were doing this and spreading the Takayama aloha. And like he said, Michael, win or lose, just go out there, make sure you're having a good time, and I'll always be there. And I tell you, the man. A couple of times I'd go in, I started building surfboards in my garage in Huntington Beach, and I'd bring him a surfboard, and he'd look up and down and say, "Yeah, Michael, my first boards look like crap too." Oh, okay. Yeah, he says, "Well, instead of shaping them in your garage, why don't you bring them over here?" This is when the factory was off of Cleveland Street. So I said, "You know what, hey, what do I got to lose? I mean, and I'm learning from Donald Takayama." So I'd build a board in there, and he's like, "Yeah, it's getting better, it's getting better." And boy, the opportunity I had that kind of went through my fingers, but the moments I had with him and what he taught me, the little bit he taught me, was just fantastic. What a great man. Donald, wasn't just my uncle. He was he was my very, very dear friend. The times we had surfing, the times we had laughing, and the times we had eating, oh boy. Donald loved to eat. I mean, he knew all the best restaurants. A couple of times, oh Michael, let's go eat. Okay, I'll go, okay. Oh, we're headed up to 76. Like, where are we going? Well, we'd end up at Paula Casino, and oh, the buffet is unreal in this place. You know? All right, I'll go, yeah, killer. As I'm looking for change to put gas back in my car to get back home, you know. But yeah, Donald, what a great man. What a great man. We're going to be definitely missed. I'd like to thank our Ohana for all being here. And Auntie said we love you very, very much. And I'd like to say aloha, aoi, ahui ho, kakou. In Hawaiian, this means I love you very much until we meet again. Thank you very much.